Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Kyla and my channel is just a plethora of all things that I love. And today we are back with part 2 of the dolls I recommend for each type of American Girl collector. I don't really know what I'm going to call this series yet, but I'm filming all of these back to back. So in the first video, we covered dolls that are still available at American Girl that I personally own that I would recommend for new collectors. In this one, we are going to talk about dolls that I recommend for the casual collector. And by that, I mean the type of doll collector that has a fair amount of dolls, but only really collects the ones that deeply, appeal and speak to them. So when doing this, I took into consideration the dolls that American Girl still currently sells and ones that I own, because I'm not going to give my opinion on dolls that I do not personally own and don't have an experience with. So that was really the only criteria that mattered when it came to making this. So these dolls are ones that their hair requires a little bit more maintenance than the dolls I recommended for new collectors, but they do not require as much attention as the ones I would recommend for an experienced collector. So let's get right into it. Getting right into it with the historicals, this is Eleanor, my Mary Ellen Larkin, and her hair is curly, but it's not the type of curls that, require you to curl it every other week or things like that. If you want them to be super pristine, yes, you might want to kind of, pay a little bit more attention to her hair, but it has been brushed. Mine has never been washed, but I've brushed her hair so many times as you can see, it still looks very, very nice. And I've put it up in the ponytail, which, it comes with her signature hairstyle, because a lot of her outfits come with the little bow ponytails, which I think are so, so cute. And I've put it in that, and I mainly leave it down because I just think she looks really, really pretty with it down. So like I said, I've brushed through these curls and nothing has really happened to them. They seem to stay quite nicely. This is Lucy, my Nenea Mitchell, and her hair is more wavy than curly. It has been brushed through a lot, and it still stays, very nice. If you wanted to spruce up the waves and just kink the hair a little bit, you can absolutely do that, but I have not had to do it. And her hair, as well, as you can see, this outfit particularly came with a bow ponytail, and she looks really, really cute in it. Her hair is still soft and shiny, and she doesn't really require a lot of attention. I struggled with where to put Kaya because her hair is very, very long, and if you looked at my beginner collector list, I did have Julie on there for those who really like dolls with long hair, but if you don't have a ton of them, then she's a really easy doll. Kaya can go two different ways. So if you want to leave her in her historically accurate clothing and things like that, then most likely you will keep her hair in the 2 braids. And with that being said, they're super easy. You don't have to brush them or do anything. Obviously, you can take them out and redo them and things like that, but that's not a big deal. If you want to modernize or just completely take out your Kaya's braids altogether and leave her in her historical clothing, then her hair is, it's not difficult. It is so straight. Obviously, to get it super straight, you are going to want to wash it, but it's really not that big of a deal. I actually have my Kaya here. She is in her historical outfit, and I have never taken her hair out, but I do have a custom that has a straightened Kaya wig, and it's really easy because it's literally pinned straight, and you just brush right through it, and there's really nothing too difficult about it at all. So I kind of just put her in the middle because Kaya can go either way. For our last historical, we have Samantha Parkington. So this is a 2004 Samantha. She is from my childhood, and as you can see, her hair is straight. So her hair comes curled, and it's not that difficult to curl, but it's not the easiest. So I put her here because my Samantha does have straight hair, and my problem is, since it came curled, once you straighten it, she has a bunch of her hair's different lengths. So it kind of looks strange. I need to recurl it. I just have not yet. So her hair is not that difficult to take care of because you just get the foam rollers and you just roll it up and it comes out perfectly fine. I just haven't done it yet. So Samantha is kind of like a neutral doll. She's not that difficult to take care of, but if you want her curls to be absolutely pristine all the time, then you have to put in a little bit of work. Since you can only buy 3 Girl of the Years still at American Girl, the other 2 were on the other list, so Vienna, my Kira Bailey, makes this one. So her hair just simply flips up at the end, and it's kind of curly. It's kind of a curl. It's kind of a wave. I don't really know, but I've brushed through it multiple times, and it's never lost its curl or anything. However, this is a fun story. I don't think I've shared this with you all. I had the girl of the years standing on the floor. I think I was rearranging their displays or something, and my lovely Roomba decided that it would be fun to knock Vienna over, and it sucked up the front side of her hair. Not the one you can see. The side that was sucked up is hidden. Not because it's bad, because what I did was I simply just brushed it out after I untangled it. I then washed that section of her hair. I gave it a nice boil wash to smooth everything out. That, however, did straighten it, but I was able to take one of my foam rollers, roll it up to the proper length. I let it dry overnight and it came out just fine. So there's nothing wrong with her. She's totally fine. Just don't leave your dolls on the floor if you have a Roomba, because it is an evil monster. But she's all good. That's why, her hair is easy, because I have had to restore part of it and fix it up, and I didn't have a problem with it. The only truly me I have on this list is Simone, my 67, and she has textured hair that is in these really, really beautiful long curls. And she's easy to take care of. This is not the type of hair you brush, because you will mess up those curls. And although they're not like the hardest things in the world to duplicate, because we'll be talking about that next video, they're not easy either. So I would definitely not recommend her for a beginner. But for someone who only has a few dolls, she'd be perfect, because I've never had to go in and fix any curls. She has one in the back that I really should go in and fix, but it's not noticeable, and she doesn't require anything, because yes, you can put her hair in hairstyles if you choose to do so. I, however, do not, because I don't want to mess up her curls, but she's just overall a really gorgeous doll, and she's very, very easy to handle, and she's, if you want to take that time and recreate those curls, go for it, but if you also just don't want to, that's perfectly fine too. Alrighty, so there are the few dolls that are still available and that I own that I personally recommend for the casual American Girl collector. Let me know down below if there are dolls that are still available at AG that you recommend for this type of collector as well, because I would love to hear. And next video, we're going to tackle some beasts, because it is the dolls I recommend for experienced collectors such as myself. So that one's going to be fun. I'm excited to dive into that. And here's a secret. I'm going to go film it right now. So that's going to be fun. Alrighty, if you have not already, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Leave that positive and polite comment down below. Hit that subscribe button to join the fam, and tap that really cool notification bell so you can know the exact moment I post a new video. Have a blessed day, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye, everybody.